Bonjour. Bonjour.
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch The Last Kingdom Season 4, Episode 7. I'm binge watching the show. If you don't know that, if you are discovering my channel with this video, maybe you don't know that I'm not just reacting to the Season 4, but I made reaction videos all along my binge watching of the show that I made like during these last weeks. So if you want to see that, I'm gonna put the link, to the playlist that I made for The Last Kingdom, so you can see all of my reaction videos into the chronological order. That was such a journey with this show. My opinion about the show and also about some characters evolved a lot during this binge watching, so maybe if you are new into my channel, it can be interesting for you to watch that and to see, after watching this reaction video, from where I began with the show and with the characters. I think that the evolution is really great, so that can be interesting for you. I'm gonna put also, into the eye some reaction videos about the last episodes if you can be interested by that. Okay, about what happened during the last episode, I'm really, I had trouble to hide it during the episode. I was not even searching to hide it during the episode. I was so glad that Dick finally died. I edited the video about that just some days ago, and really I saw myself being so excited about that. Like really, I wanted him to die, and I was not really hearing what he was saying, on his bed, like dying, and he was trying, to have forgiveness for what he did, for... See, I'm still not believing into it. I mean, I believe that at the end, dying, he wanted to have forgiveness for what he did, but it was not because he was feeling really sorry about it. It was because of the fact that he was scared to go to hell, and to not go to heaven, because he knew that what he did was wrong. And that's not right, when you know that something that you are doing is wrong. Why are you doing it? Like, he was a fucking dick just some hours, days ago, before dying just like that. He was a dick until the end. And it's not like at the end he has a revelation like, oh, what I did was wrong, I'm sorry for that. No, he knew that what he was doing was wrong, he's seeing it himself, and just at the end he's like, okay, I'm dying, I'm gonna say that I'm sorry, and that's it, I want their forgiveness, to not take that with me into the death. And I think also it's a religious thing, because he wants to go to heaven and not to hell, but also because I think that he was saying that he was sorry not for the people to find, some peace with him, saying that he was sorry about what he did to them, but for him finding peace about what he did to them. And that's why I'm not hearing his regrets, because first, I don't believe into them, because like I said, just some days ago, dying like that, some hours ago, he was still a dick, so it's not like at the end I'm gonna forgive all of what you did wrong during all of these years and seasons, you know what I mean? Also because I think that he's not saying all of this stuff to make peace with the people and to help them to find peace. I think that it's for him finding peace with himself. I think that it's because of the fact that he wants to go to heaven and not to hell. And also because how he's justifying it, I'm not okay with that. He's justifying it by the fact that, oh, I never had love during my life, so that's why I was such a dick. Excuse me? No. Really? No. I'm tired, in shows, the fact that they are explaining cruel characters, villains characters, by the fact that they didn't have love into their life. Again, I'm saying it, you can not justify your bad actions by the bad things that happen to you. It means that you chose that their impact was gonna be like that. And I'm not okay with that. Luckily, not all of the persons who lived bad stuff into their lives ended up like fucking dick and cruel persons. You can't justify the fact that you are cruel because you lived bad stuff. Again, it can be reasons for why you are acting like that, but it can't be good excuses. You can choose to do things in another way, to be in another way, but you chose to be a dick and you knew that you were a fucking dick. You are saying it by yourself that you knew that what you were doing was wrong. No. Really? No. So yes, I'm still glad that Dick is dead, and no, I didn't change my mind about that. I'm saying that because I read some of your comments telling me that I was too rough with him. I don't think so, really. I'm not agreeing with you on that. I really, you know, it's something also into my personal life. I really don't think that you can justify when you are doing something mean just because of the fact that you lived bad stuff into your life. You can choose how this bad stuff are gonna impact your life. Okay, about the rest of the show. So, you know, I was glad that Dick died, but because of the fact that I was focused on that, I didn't think enough, in my opinion, when I saw the reaction video about his death, I saw that. I didn't think enough about the consequences of it, the fact that Erdwulf was gonna take the throne after that. I think that he's really a character who is guided by his ambition. It's a lot because they denied to him his legacy, his lands and his title and all of that, so he wants to have all of that back, but he wants more than that. His ambition really grew up because of that, and that's why he's so ambitious and he can do anything to have all of what he wants, like killing people. Like, if we saw something about him during this episode, it's the fact that he's killing people just like that, just because of the fact that he needs to kill them to have that, to do that. I'm afraid of the fact that maybe he can do that also with people that we love. We'll see, we'll discover that soon. Because I don't think that we are over with him. I mean, during that moment when his sister told everyone what he did and all of that, she said that he was gonna escape to Francia, to France, or to another place and all of that. I don't think that we are over with his character. Because we have so many things to deal with in Mercia, with him. I think that he's gonna try to come back and to tell to people that his sister is a liar, or that there is something right there with Uhtred or something like that, to still have the throne, to try to convince Edward, and Edward is gonna be the one who is gonna choose, you know, who he wants to believe, his sister and Uhtred, or Erdwulf and the Aldermans and all of that. We'll see. I'm beginning to think about something like that because of the fact that the narrative arc with Edward during this season is made really for that. For us, seeing him listening to the wrong persons and going further into that path, into the defensive mode, but also into the wrong path, you know, the path which is not fair, and without really thinking about other people, just thinking, I don't know. He's really disappointing me, Edward, during this season, but I still have hope about him because he is Alfred's son and I loved Alfred so much, and also because of the fact that at the end of the last season we saw him being a good king, you know, the beginning of a good king, so I still have hope for him, and I think that Aethelstan, his bastard son, can play a role just right there to wake him up, you know, to wake up Alfred's son, to, I don't know, that can be a switch for him. I really hope that nothing wrong is gonna happen to Aethelstan. I'm scared about that because of that snake. No, I'm not gonna learn his name. It's like Dick, I don't want to take the time to learn his name. He wants to kill Edward's bastard because he wants his grandson to take the throne when Edward is gonna die. I don't know what we can do, you know, to stop him, because Edward trusts him, and I don't know what we can do to stop the snake, but I hope that we're gonna find that soon. Okay, I'm gonna stop this intro right now and we're gonna watch this episode. I'm sorry for the lights. I think that I'm gonna be forced to, you know, have my yellow light because it's really a great day with a lot of wine, a lot of rain. I'm not liking that kind of day. I mean, I like that kind of day, but not during an entire week. At the end of the week, I'm like, can you change a little, at least a little sun or something like that, or just stop the rain a little? It's like that. Let's go now for this episode. It's Dick's funeral. No, I can't hide and I don't want to hide my joy.
Can you help them? She's not important, he's the king's bastard.
Nah. Kenan, you're right there, my baby. I really love him. Nah. You're making one now. That's not a plan. Too soon? Oh, you're so not respecting Edward.
Isolating ourselves from Wessex would serve Mercia no better than King Edward's tyranny. Britain is closed to all Mercians. I'm Mercian in blood through my mother. Well, no, we must be able to speak freely.
Be respectful, Edward, please.
Speak. I come merely to listen to your discussions. Speak freely, and I say, this is lies. Lord Gorbred, remember who I am.
Edward.
Leader of the Mercian Guard disappears, so yet again, we cannot defend ourselves.
Yes, I mean, they are right not to be afraid of what Edward can do. Ooh!
Explain to these people Lady Elfwin is safe and about to return for her betrothal. She is safe, but she cannot be betrothed. Earl has confessed to the murder of Lord Ethelred. She has fled Mercia.
Are they gonna believe you?
Lord Ethelred was stolen from his dying hand.
Is she gonna be alright as her fled daughter? I'm not sure. Even if they are resolving the situation on Mercia, she's promised to marry, you know, a Mercian. If she's dying.
I will not take the risk.
And I thought you were amongst the bravest of warriors.
I'm sorry. She thinks that about you?
Your actions have caused chaos, disturbed a smooth transition of power, and launched an uprising amongst the Eldermen.
You too, Edward.
I understand why I call you traitor. Take him away.
Edward, you are really not wise as your father was. Because you're young and you're acting like a fucking teenager. Impulsively.
Perhaps instead of seeking to make a bond with the Eldermen, find a way to break them.
I don't think that it's a good plan.
And then I hear you taking off ages to the south. I've never seen men
Reader.
You thirsty?
Danes were supposed to come and to attack you. Please.
The king demands the grain be shared fairly amongst the people. The king does not care for the people. What is it?
We're being followed.
Miss Hoyt, if you want me to leave the hall, one of your men will have to lay hands on the king. You dishonor Mercia for breaking the accord so long held between us. Who will be the man to do it?
Oh, I don't like that. He's in his rights to talk like that, but how he's doing all of that, how he's playing with his title and all.
You forget I am the king.
Of course they are gonna respond to you to keep their pride.
We have taken your son to Wessex for religious instruction.
You did what? They did that to your child and you are doing the same? Don't move. Ah! It's a Lord of the Rings situation. Cedric? But you were going to sacrifice yourself. Yes, I ship them. Even if she's great with food trade and I can see their relationship being a good one, but he's so sweet and so loyal.
Take me to her.
Yes, and hurry, because she's gonna die soon. What are you gonna do? Ooh, I'm gonna get so mad. Tell me that she's not dead. Not yet.
Let's get back to Ada's then. I know what Uhtred said, but Uhtred is not my master and we cannot stay here.
Ah, she wants to save her. It's Alfred. He's coming. She needs to see her daughter before her death.
Where is Morgan's son?
He is safe.
It was a callous decision, but I suspect Kevin.
I will not tell you, but you will not keep it to yourself.
But they will never be Wessex. Force them to be, and they will fight back.
Yes.
They do not seek to conquer. All will be resolved. Did we discover if Uhtred has all the children from Saltwood?
You know about the Sultan. Can you tell him? You have to.
Don't turn away from me. This was done in your name.
Yes.
Did not.
Take the responsibility of what you decided. Yes, you did.
Ethelhelm claims he acts for you.
Look at what you are allowing to do because of you just hearing this snake.
Lord Ethelhelm was foolish to think you would weaken.
He's not just foolish, he's dangerous.
You have suffered greatly, and for what? A child you barely know. My deep love of mercy and politics.
For a self-led you mean.
Sister,
Yes.
I've always envied you for choosing your own path. Looked at the way men followed you and felt inspired.
You're searching for an inspiration,
I was in prison,
Edward?
so neither of us asked to be here. For my part, the choices are growing narrower.
Yes, but Uhtred chose to be there.
Solution here.
You're just a follower.
Live somewhat in Alfred's shadow. Now you see the light.
Nah. Choose your own path.
Speaking the truth, when you said the kingdoms are stronger united, so perhaps I should be unifying them myself. Rather than making a child do it for me. You're free to go, Richard.
Is he gonna marry? Oh! Can he be the one who is gonna marry
Reunite.
a Mercian?
Did you hear that, bitch? Do you want to congratulate us?
Oh, I want you to die now.
She cannot speak for thirst.
Oh, fuck you! I want the Danes to attack you. Too late.
She says you are. Daughter passed into the next life.
No! No. She didn't die yet. But yes, go there. Go to see her. To tell her goodbye, you know.
Stupidity of his defiance.
I'm stupid! You cannot marry someone from Mercia. You are already married
You to do the same.
twice.
More than once you have.
I forgot that.
Interpret my wishes. If I placed myself between you and some necessary unpleasantness, I did what
No.
I asked, and not what I wanted.
Oh, thank you, Edward.
You used my orders to suit your own wishes.